Howdy guys, NintendoCapriSun here, welcome back to Metroid Dread. In the last episode, we just got out of the green EMMI zone to a safe point, or to the map screen more like, and to this screen right here, which doesn't seem like we can get up here. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if you could? Whoa, well, maybe you can. So in one of the previous parts I alluded to there being two of everything in this game, or like two of a lot of different things, and this is another example of that. There's like two rooms where you have these grabby platforms, whatever you call these, that you have to flip a switch somewhere to make them move up and down. And both of the rooms look kind of like this, and both of them have two of those platforms. I mean, in this room, the platforms are facing outward from a central column, and in the other room, they're facing inward from either side of the room. So they are different in that sense, but I don't know, I still get them I still get them very confused. I get them confused with each other, and I think, oh, didn't I just do that, or did I do the other one, and I'm not really too sure. Just gonna swoop under here, and swoop under here, and grab this here. Now, if you look, you might not notice this at first, but if you look, we're actually on the other side of that wall. Remember that wall where I was saying, oh, the other side of it is a thing, and if you grab it, that wall moves down? Well, this is that wall that we're looking at on the right side over here, so, yeah. And I didn't notice that my first time. I didn't realize I was even in the same room. But anyway, so we're going to hit this, and just like before, you hit a charge switch, and it makes these move up and down. Again, I say, like, this is the second time we've done this now. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because you do a lot of things several times in most Metroid games, and most video games in general, to be fair. But there's something about the visuals of this that, like... that always strike me as, oh hey, like there's two of these. And so, I don't know. That might be true for most other games, and I just never really noticed that before. Like, that could be true in Super Metroid too, maybe. Yeah, because there's only like so many ways you can go, so many ways you can design a room, you know, in 2D, so like, what else are you gonna do, really? Okay, here comes the dude. Let's see if we can just fake him out here. Ah, but the door's locked though, so we may have to juke it a little bit here. Yeah, sometimes you just have to do this. It's kind of annoying, but you know, if you get far enough away, then the door will open. They'll stop pursuing you. That's pretty much the idea, is you need them to stop pursuing you for the door to open. Alright, drop down the right side of this. So this feels like I've been here before though. And that's why I think it's so confusing, because the other room that looks like this, I say, well, I've been in that room. I've been to the right of that room. And of course, it feels like I've been in here too. Do I want to? Okay, I guess I am going up here, even though I don't want to. Or do I? That's the thing. Maybe I actually do, actually. Where are we headed again? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, so this is the time. This is the point right here. This is the exact point where I got lost. And even now, I just did again because I forgot. So this is the other room that I was talking about that looks like the other one. It actually doesn't look that similar now that I really think about it. This room is a lot darker. Oh, and one thing to remember about this room, never go up the right side. There's nothing there. There is, but if you're doing an any % run, then you don't need to. Like, you don't need it. So we come through here, and that's the wall right there. Except we can't go through that just yet, so now... Oh right, that's why you couldn't do the thing before. I was saying before you can't do this for some reason, and I couldn't think of what the reason was. This is why. Because that one switch that we flipped caused the lava to drain out of the room. So now this room, which used to be superheated, isn't anymore. And that's why we're able to get in here and actually do the thing in here, which unlocks the way forward. See how it goes down. But see how it looks like there's still a wall there, though? So for some reason, I just didn't pick up on that, you know, that you could, that was what you needed to do next. So I just didn't do it. And in the end, it turns out that, like, like most things, what you really have to do to figure out the way forward is just go to the furthest along that you've been and just look there. It's not one of those things where you go back to the beginning, like something changed back there. Just go to the furthest point that you've been to and see if you missed something, and that's usually how you end up having to make progress in these games. It's kind of the same with Phoenix Wright, though. You know, it's like, what is the last thing you discovered? Maybe you can infer something from that. Yeah, but see, now we're not going to be able to get up there from here, so I have to do it from the other side. So basically, you come out of here. Of course, then it's not as simple as just going through the door and going up and going back left again. You have to go all the way out here. And remember to go up this way. And then this is how you get up there. And now, we can get through here. So yeah, I guess the energy tank is there to kind of show you that, like, hey, there's something here, maybe you should go try to get it. And this is another machine that you can melee, except I missed the timing, I went and did it too soon. That door to the right is just a save point, don't worry about it. You might see me walking past those now and then. It's because I kind of got no use for saving. It auto-saves every time you go through an EMMI zone, so it's kind of like, what's the point, right? At least that's my prerogative. I may be wrong, I don't know. So to the left there, you know what, I'll show this actually because it's kind of important. To the left here is a thing. A hole that we can't get through because we don't have the morph ball. But that's important, and I'll explain why later. But notice how we're going all so far out of our way just to get to what's on the other side of that. Well, when you're coming back through here again, when you're coming from the other side, you'll have the morph ball, and then you can just go through and make a shortcut back to the beginning. So that's one of those cool things that the game does. Just the way it's designed, it's so that when you make a return trip, it's always faster. Because you have something that you didn't have before. And the world is designed in such a way that when you have that new thing, you can just get around quicker. But that's, you know, that's Metroid for you, what can I say? So that's just kind of how I see it. I don't know. I could be wrong. It may not be the best way. I don't know. It's just my way. Can't do much about that, I suppose. Come through here. I love how far it zooms out when you ride one of those. Okay, one of those up there. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is another room that I always do the wrong thing when I first get here. When I first get here, I always go down here and I start shooting around. You can like shoot through the floor down there. What you're supposed to do is you come into this room and you go up the right side. There is another room where this is what you have to do. You come in from the right, you're going to the left, and you have to climb up the right side with the spider magnet to go forward. And like, and both times I always don't do that, and it always costs me time. So yeah, there's another save point there. We kind of had to go through that one though. Come down through here and just take your time, you know, don't do anything too much in a rush here. Don't forget to jump there. I was watching somebody play this the other day and they did that jump there, and it's just such a simple jump, you know, it's like one of a million different obstacles, but for some reason I saw them do that jump, and ever since then I've always remembered to do that jump ever since I watched that video. You might be noticing that it's awfully dark in here. It's very hard to see what we're doing. If you're playing this like in the car on a Switch and the sun is shining, well, forget about it. You ain't gonna get around. So this right here is actually kind of tricky, because you might get here and think, oh wait, I can't get through this door, what am I supposed to do? And you might not notice that the floor, because the floor didn't look like this a second ago, but once you shot out the blocks, then it shows you that they're destructible. But yeah, they have little sparks flying down here though, so I guess that's kind of an indication that you can get down here. And I didn't have any trouble with that my first time. But on my second time, I remember thinking, how in the world did I know what to do the first time? That's weird when a game can make you think that, because, like, well, I knew because I just knew. I knew because the environment told me, sort of, you know. But on your second playthrough, you might not notice the environment as much because you're just used to seeing it. So you don't realize that that's what helped you. I always expect to get bombs here, but you don't. You get the wide beam here. Which, as far as I know, no other game besides Metroid Fusion has this in it. I remember thinking, that's a weird name for a beam when I got it in Fusion. I was like, what the hell is the wide beam? No idea. Well, anyway, we gotta get through here. Now we can open these doors with the 3 bulbous bouffants on them. Yeah, I did just say that. Okay, this part's kind of annoying. I think you're supposed to kill the monsters in here, but I always just kind of try to bypass them like an idiot. That bird's also in a bad spot. If you don't kill him, he'll hit you right when you're above the hole and knock you down into it. And then you're just like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, this is the worst EMMI out of all of them, the yellow one. Because it has the speed booster. You can kind of tell that. That's one thing I didn't notice my first time through on this game. Was that the EMMIs actually have abilities that kind of correspond to what they drop when you kill them. So like this one has the wave beam, or I mean, wave beam, what the fuck? This one has the speed booster, I mean. Now we can actually knock this out of the way. And here's the thing now. If you're ever uncertain about where to go, what you can do, well, the best thing to do in this game, as far as like knowing which way to go forward, is to look for things that correspond to what you've just picked up, which in this case is these wide beam boxes. We just got the wide beam, so we want to look for wide beam boxes. If you press Y while you're on top of one of these on the map, it'll actually highlight all the other ones on the map. So there's another one right there, and there's one over here too. So that is where we want to head. Obviously the white ones are ones we've already hit, and the yellow one is one that we haven't hit. So we'll just kind of keep going forward here. Go ahead and have our charge be ready here, so when we hit it, well, okay, never mind then. Didn't work for some reason. I think if you're too close to it, it just doesn't work. So this is the room right here where we had to go up the right side, like I was talking about before. Where there's two rooms where you have to do that. We'll see the other one of those pretty soon here, if I remember right. It's an EMMI room, which makes it even worse, because all of those look the same. It's really hard to... Whoops! No. Oh, shoot, I thought it was like asking to save. Yeah, okay, my bad. Why would you think it was asking you to save? Good lord, man. And in here we are, back in Catters. Yes, I said and in. One of those stupid things I like to do sometimes. So off to the side we go. Okay, so remember how I was saying earlier? Okay, you know what? We don't have the morph ball yet. But we were able to slide through that to get through here quicker. We couldn't do it from the other side, but we can do it from this side. So hit this box right here. Now obviously eventually you're going to reach a point where like you're not going to have to hit wide beam boxes anymore. So you're going to have to figure your way forward some other way. I'm just going to fake this guy out here a little bit so I can get down here. Oh, that's the way forward. Yeah, that's a wide door, so yeah. We are still using the wide beam here. Oh, okay, hang on, wait a minute. What's wrong here? Oops, nope, not that way. Don't quite have the diffusion beam yet. Oh, is this the other room? Because that's not where I just came in, was it? Is this the other room where you have to climb up the right side? I was saying it was coming pretty soon. Well, that must have been it. But I don't think I came in that room from the right. So maybe I was wrong about that just now. I don't know. This is actually more fun to do with the charge shot. Because you can like dodge and weave around all the stuff that's flying around here. Yeah, see there. Charge beam's pretty fast, too. It doesn't take very long to charge. And I think it does more damage than a missile does. So, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go and get our Omega Cannon so we can off this thing. So the EMMI rooms make it kind of difficult to actually kill the EMMIs, but I have certain spots that I found work best, and I'm going to use those as we go forward. I remember which spot I use in this room, so... I don't know why there's 3 pop-ups for that, but I guess, you know, one to tell you the stream thing. It's too bad I'm not streaming this, but oh well. So the best place to tackle this guy is right here in this room. Get up here on top of this platform here. And you can actually see him on the map. The big red dot on the map, that's him. So you can easily see them. So get him to come to one side and then go to the other side and just wait here. The hardest part about this is aiming the joystick right at his eye. You only have a little bit of leeway there. And boom, got him. No problem. Sorry about your neck whiplash. Your neck lash. Yeah, I gave him neck lash. That's a word. Alright, time to drink, annoyingly. Damn, that's good. So, actually, at the time I'm recording this, it's currently PAX East time. Okay. Yeah, so, you know how I said before that, like, I associate certain power-ups with directions, as in which direction to go after you pick up the power-up? Well, in this case, Morph Ball, I'll tell you this right now, both Morph Ball and bombs are bottom left. When you get the Morph Ball, go down and to the left. When you get bombs, go down and to the left. So that's what we're going to do. And just keep going down and to the left. It does give you this little missile tank here, so it kind of indicates, well, it's what they call breadcrumbs, I guess. You, like, follow the breadcrumbs once you get the power-up. I mean, what guarantee is there that you're going to check down there? I don't know, but I guess you're going to check somewhere eventually. So now we're back in this room again. Come down here and open this up for later, maybe. Get more ammo if we need to. I guess we do kind of need it. You'll probably need it after fighting that eyeball thing, so, yeah, it makes sense. So right here is a superheated room. Seems like a dead end, but there's a ceiling you can hit here, and a little thing here, so, yeah. Again, with weird... I guess you could say that's another thing that's, like, where there's two of it. Because there's also that seeming dead end in the dark place where you had to shoot a floor out on the left to open up a passage to the left. And that was kind of similar to what I just did there now, so I guess you could say that too was like a pair of obstacles that were similar. I don't mean to keep bringing that up, it's just something I couldn't help but notice about this. I think where this teleporter is taking me, there might also be two of that. Because I've seen one of those, and it's blocked off with debris, but when you go to this one, it's not blocked off, and you can go through it. And I don't know if that's the same area, or if the debris disappears for some reason the second time you go to it, but the rooms look so similar that if I didn't know better, I think they were the same ones. Maybe they're not. We're going to find out here in a second once I get there. You can see. So the other room actually has like a heal point just above. Yeah, this one right here has a heal though. We'll be using this in a minute. We'll be coming down back to this teleporter from up there. But that's later. And normally there's like supposed to be rubble here so that you can't get through this, but apparently I can get through it now. So unless I'm thinking of a different room that has that rubble, I don't really know. But anyway, let's forget about that. Okay, I always miss this too. Now that we have the Morph Ball, we can go up here and get this E-Tank. Or this heart piece, should I call it. Yeah, Metroid Dread has heart pieces. I didn't mention that when I picked up the other one. I was too busy talking about something else. Oh, I think I saw somebody like, can you shoot through this? You totally can. Oh my god, you can just shoot straight across. Wow, that's so much better. So much faster. I'm going to have to remember that one. Alright, that's a super missile door. Not much we're going to be able to do there. This guy is just in a really bad spot here, isn't he? 6 missiles will take one of them out, so, you know. If you want to do that, just do it. If you're not in a good position to melee counter, you know, you might want to do that. So we have another magma redirector here. But it's in kind of a strange spot. We haven't really seen a door that we want to use it to open. But then, wait, guess what? It's a load-bearing magma! Oh, it's load-bearing. Oh, dear God. So yeah, there's like a very specific way you have to go through this, otherwise you get burned, so just follow my lead and you should be okay. This one's a little confusing, because like the ceiling falls down here, then you go around and that falls down, then you have to shoot through that to go through there. And then we just jump up here, and this is actually a pretty cool part of the game. There's a bit of urgency to this. Stuff is really heating up. And now you're at a dead end, and all there is in front of you is a heated room. What are you going to do? If only we had the varia suit. Well, speak of the devil. Yeah, I always kind of... At first, when I saw the trailers for this... Oh, I didn't see the trailers, actually. And, you know, I haven't actually talked about that yet, have I? When I first saw the Samus design, because I didn't see the trailers, but I did see the design. I will admit, I was a little put off by it. It felt like this game was kind of in black and white, and Samus looked like black and white. You know, not there's anything wrong with black and white, you know, but still. It just kind of looked colorless and lifeless, but when you actually play the game, though, it's so freaking fun. And there are definitely colors in this game, so... right here. Alright. This is dangerous, but I usually go for it anyway because it's 10 missiles. If you get a chance to get one of these, you really should get it. There we go. That's good. So, we're a little bit low on life. Now, normally, I would have gone back here and grinded off the worms in that other room. But I'm not going to do that here. Okay. I thought maybe there was something up there. So I'm actually just going to keep going forward. Like, normally, I would go back to the other room and grind off the worms to get my life back up. But it turns out, if you just keep going forward... just keep going forward, you will fall straight to that thing I was just talking about a minute ago, where I said we were going to come on this later from above. Well, this is that moment. Somehow I didn't expect it to be this soon. Oh, look, now there's rubble there. Oh, the rubble's there because of what just happened. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, God. And the rubble's probably also there so that you don't accidentally go the wrong way. Because this game really does do things to prevent you from going the wrong way. It does. Not always, because I did get lost a few times myself, but still. It is possible to get lost, but for the most part, like, generally. If you kind of just stop, don't think about it, and just keep going forward. Like, usually if you're in a room, especially in EMMI zone, and you're going a certain way, you should just keep going that way. If you're running to the left and you fall down to another platform, don't turn around and run back to the right. Just keep going left. And almost always that'll help. Oh, this is where we just were too, wasn't it? So now that we have the varia suit, we can... Oh boy. For once I remember to hit that platform. I always forget to do that. Now that we have the varia suit, we can explore all these superheated areas that we couldn't explore before. So you could go around Cataris if you want and just pick up a whole bunch of crap. Okay, when you melee these guys, I would advise moving towards them as you do it. Because otherwise you're probably going to miss. And it's really annoying when you miss. Like Mario. So this, at a certain point though, sometimes I just like to tank these and don't even bother. Because you're just going to get healed anyway once you reach the door. The big door that's your melee counter. This right here, yeah, you're gonna get your energy back here. So it doesn't matter if you tank a little bit on the way here. Especially if you're speedrunning it, you want to get through it fast. You don't want to sit there and wait for him to do his animation so that you can melee counter it, you know, you just want to get through. So, you know, if you know that there's healing coming, you know, then that may be the thing to do, but far be it for me to be offering speedrunning advice. This would be like advice for somebody just starting out speedrunning. If anything, I'm almost telling it to myself, I think. Like, yeah man, who the hell are you trying to convince? So we're at Kraid, and I can't help but mention that we don't have bombs yet. Because if you do have bombs when you get here, which is possible, and it's not that hard to do, you can actually kill him a totally different way, which I believe will be showing that at some point in this LP. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Okay, so at this point, we're just going to shoot this thing right into his mouth here. And get him into that second phase as soon as we possibly can. I don't like when he does this thing up here because it's harder to aim, and a lot of times you just end up taking damage. You take damage. Trying to get him into that second phase, but I'll tell you what, sometimes. Yeah. It's not a bad idea to go for those, to hit those claws with missiles so they don't hit you. That damage can add up in this fight, let me tell you. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's about to break those chains off. Get out of the way, Samus. Hey, Kraid. It's good to see you out of those chains. I don't know why Kraid is, like, locked up in here. Like, what did he do? What, did he do some time or something? Or is it like, well, I can't do the time, don't do the crime or whatever? What crime did he do? And who arrested him? Or maybe he locked himself in here because he thinks it's kinky or something? Yeah, watch for that poison drop because it'll start spreading out. Alright. Time to go for the missiles. Just hold R and press Y. But get ready to counter there. And, oh man, this is so cool. Watch this. Samus gets up in here and shoots missiles and Kraid's now. Like, holy crap. This is a visual that, like, I feel like we've wanted to see for a really long time now. Alright. Oh, shoot. I didn't drop in time, but, it's okay. I got more shots in the meantime. Yeah, I kind of like to time my shots here so that they hit the balls at the same time as they hit his belly. Okay, always morph ball there. If all three things come out at the same time, then just morph ball. And then wait for... Oops! Oh, I missed. I can't believe I missed, man. I don't know if, like, shooting the stomach even really does anything, because you're just going to have to wait for the thing anyway. There it is, we did it. Kraid is very easy in this game. I'd say he's even easier than he is in Super Metroid, but that's just me. Maybe I just played this way too much, I don't know. It's so weird because, like, yeah, sure he's all chained up and he's locked in the bottom half of his body, it's in the lava. But then when the top half of his body falls in the lava, then all of a sudden, like, he dies from it. Like, so is he immune to lava or not? Not like just the bottom half of his body is immune to it, I don't think.